is a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm Harvey Freed. We have our whole panel here. Harry Gland's the boss next to me. Am I right?
Good morning. Morning.
What's up, Harry?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Good to see you.
Good.
Alex Nafusi over here to my left. How you doing, Alex?
Morning, gentlemen.
And we bring in Derek Bauer from Real Estate One in the South Lyon, Brighton area, and that whole sort of the western side of M5. How's it going, Derek?
You got it. Nice to see you guys again. Thanks for having me.
Great. Thanks for talking to me last night for about 40 minutes, and it was fun.
That sounds romantic.
Oh, boy. So, Alex and Harvey, finally, the final chapter has happened.
Oh.
What are you thinking about that right now?
Oh, you went right there. I
went right there. I'm going right there because all you had to do, and I did it yesterday, I listened to tapes of previous shows. Okay? And forever and ever and ever, we said the rates were going up. And I say forever and ever, we knew it was imminent, and we even said that election day that no matter who won, the rates were going up. So the rates went up. But here, how much did they go up in 2 or 3 days, Alex? How much did they go up?
Half a point.
How much did they go up, Harvey, in the last 2 days?
I would say a half.
Yeah, between 3/8 and a half a point.
So, but we look at it, Harry, and we said 2016. So the rates now are where they were when we started the year.
That's right.
January, February, March, April 2016 are where the rates are today. And, Harry, those are still 50-year lows.
And I bring that up for that specific reason, Harvey, because we did that 50-year history of interest rates back from 1966 all the way through 2016. We did that. And we are on the extreme low end of the curve, okay? We're on the lowest end of the curve you could possibly be. But what I don't understand, Derek, and you talk to consumers every day that are buying houses. Alex, Harvey, and I talk to consumers every day about refinancing and purchasing houses and rates and taking cash out to pay off debt. What were they waiting for? What were they waiting for?
I can't even fathom. I mean, if people haven't refinanced by now and they're staying there, get it done.
They're not.
I'm not even talking about refinancing. I'm talking about doing anything, refinancing, purchasing, taking cash out, paying off debt, doing whatever. Why do people procrastinate? Wait, do they think rates are going to go down to zero?
Not people that I deal with.
When they buy a house, when they're buying a house, don't they realize the lower the interest rate, the more house that they can buy?
Yeah, I would say.
Well, that's where I was going, though, with I think property values were capped up because you take a half a point in interest rate, it's less buying power.
That's right.
I think we as an industry are not doing a great job educating consumers because some data came out last week from NAR that there's a misconception about how much money is actually needed to buy a house.
So NAR is National Association of Realtors.
Yep.
And then we're in the education business, and we try to do just as you said. We try to educate people every single day, and you say that NAR came out with some stats that said that people still don't know how much it takes to buy a house.
Correct.
Yeah, that's been the talk for a while now. We're going to talk about education and all of your phone calls, 248-539-9797. 1 hour of the Hardcore Mortgage Show. Again, we are brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Oh, yeah, a little bit of pain continues for financial markets. Rates do move faster, higher than they do when they're going lower, that's for sure.
Right, so Alex, Harvey, and Derek, do you think that we're going to get thank you calls from people that are in our industry saying, go ahead and tell people, if your mortgage guy last week on Monday and Tuesday, he had a rate for you. Does everybody out there know they can't get that same rate right now unless they pay higher costs?
I call all my clients on Monday and said, because I of course I have clients that are floating to hope, praying to God the rates go down an eighth of a point. I'm like, dude, listen, you need to lock in a day. I covered my entire pipeline except the one guy that was smarter than us that went to hold off. But
so 2 weeks ago, we sent out an email to everybody in our company, including everybody, 2 weeks ago. Then last Monday, we sent out another email to everybody in our company, and we told them to call their clients and tell them to lock in. Absolutely. Because it didn't matter who won. Rates were going to do what they were going to do, because that's what happens.
All right, hopefully on the bright side, this does stimulate.
That's not a bad thing. This isn't bad. This is educational. This isn't negative. This is positive stuff.
Yeah.
People you need to take action. This is a call to action, Harvey.
I like that, stimulating people to get off their butt and get it done, whether you're purchasing, refinancing. We're going to talk about purchasing. We brought Derek Bauer, and of course, if you're selling your house or buying a house, we'll talk about all that. Definitely opportunity, maybe missed a little for some of the families out there. As Alex mentioned, it's buying power. So definitely consult with mortgage people, find out what it takes Derek, I like where you went with it last night. We were talking about educating buyers and really the whole process A to Z. How important is still to meet with people one-on-one? If you're the phone person, if you're too busy to meet with your mortgage guy, great. Take the time to call them in the evening and truly go over every facet of the transaction. Education's the key.
Education's huge, and I think I told you last night on the phone, education is the new selling. Especially with a first-time home buyer, I'll sit down and I will explain how our property tax is calculated when it gets readjusted. What should you be budgeting for next year? When I bought my first house 15 plus years ago, that nobody explained that to me, and it was kind of a rude awakening. So it's all about education.
Yep, the education, even from the standpoint of having that approval letter and negotiating and then all the steps moving forward to make that offer on the house.
Harvey and Derek and Alex, I'm going to bring up what we've talked about forever on the show, the dissemination of accurate versus inaccurate information. Okay, there's so much inaccurate information. I can't tell you how many times people on the phone, in person, online say, but this guy said this lender told me this lender said that. That lender's wrong. If they were right, you wouldn't be calling me.
I love telling people that.
Here, if they were right, you wouldn't be doing business with me. If they could get it done, you wouldn't be doing business with me. So we believe in education first. If there's nothing, if there's a point to be made here, to me, it's not about right or wrong. It's about getting the absolute best situation for somebody so they're successful.
Well, here's what happens too here, and people forget that. Like anytime rates go down, people are like, I got to get in the mortgage business. I mean, you got people that 3 months ago were working at at the halfway shack on a golf course, and now all of a sudden they're in training at some conglomerate to be a mortgage banker. You were giving me beers 3 months ago at the turn, and now you're writing mortgages. Yeah, that's outstanding. Good. What a great industry.
I'll say, even though rates, went up a little bit in the last few days, I firmly believe you can either wait to buy real estate or you can buy real estate and wait. Anybody that's trying to perfectly time this because it's going to go down.
There's no such thing.
No.
Right.
So.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. Purchasing a house, definitely. Is it a great time to buy? We definitely think so. If you want to become an approved buyer and get it done the right way, be sure to call us here on the show, 248-539-9797. Always at Capital Mortgage at 1-800-LOW-RATE. And let's move off to our first call this morning. We got Dan in Brighton. Good morning, Dan. Thank you for calling in.
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Morning.
My question is we have a 30-year fix right now at 3.78. And we may only stay in the house another 3 to 5 years. Would it be beneficial to switch to a 15-year?
I mean, you don't really have to do it, man. You got to look at what you're going to save. I mean, your costs are going to be between $2,000 and $3,000, depending on the loan amount and credit score and all that. And you might not recover your costs. Are only going to be there for 3 years. Quite frankly, I mean, I'll give you the amortization schedule for a 15-year term, and just make the payment yourself. Make a little bit more of a payment every month.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right,
if you know you're absolutely going to move, that's key. If you know you're going to move, then it might not make sense.
Okay.
You can always pay additional down, but if you don't think you're going to move, then it might be a good opportunity for you.
Okay, I'll have to talk it over with my wife.
Certainly.
All right.
All right,
Thanks for the call,
awesome.
Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
That's always a consistent question is, is it make sense for me to refinance? And we can, obviously it's how long you're going to stay in the house to beat the cost. He's got a great rate on a 30-year. Alex, you mentioned it. There's no prepayment penalty on just about all conventional mortgages, anything new. But, if you want to send extra money towards principal, that could help you build equity. If you're thinking about moving in 3 years, maybe put that money aside. What are you thinking there?
Well, I love what he brought up about a 15-year, and I get excited when people talk about that. In fact, last night after you and I got off the phone, I ran some numbers. The house that I'm in now, I bought 5 years ago, pretty much last month, and I did a 15-year, and I was crunching the numbers. And though my payment has been about $500 a month more, had I done a 30-year, I would owe $45,000 more on my house than I owe right now.
In the last 5 years.
Over 5 years,
right.
Just from doing a 15. I mean, so that I had to bring that up because it was a perfect. He teed it up for me by asking about a 15 year there.
We touched on that last night too. So if I double that, then $90,000 over 10 years.
No, it would be more than that because it accelerates.
No, genius, because the way a board's calculated for an amortization schedule, the interest is all front-loaded. So when you get into it,
you'll be saving way more.
120
it's
maybe?
Hard. Don't forget about it.
Substantial money.
I don't know my calculator.
And I'll tell you this, that is our favorite program. Our favorite program is lowering somebody's term from a 30 to a 15, 30 to a 20. That's really saving money over the long term, just like you said, because the interest is front-loaded. And that's what happens. So you're going to save
It's substantial.
An S-load of money.
Well, that's why somebody that's, if they're 20 years into a 30-year fixed, even if they're at 6.5, if you look at the way the mortgage is calculated, the way the interest is calculated, it's all front loaded. So even if you're paying 6.5, you've already paid all the interest. You're paying all principal. The rate's a complete moot point.
Right.
Yes.
It's how far you're into it, how long you're going to stay, and what your goals and objectives. That's the educational process that we talk about all the time. That makes me feel good.
It's like we paid him to call in or something.
I love that.
We teed that up for you.
It makes me feel good.
So that becomes a question. A lot of homeowners have been throwing away their equity, and then as we get into the retirement years, you don't have your house paid off, and how really important it is to take ownership of that house. Again, a lot of families had some trouble over the last 10 years, but if you're on your feet now and standing tall.
It's so hard, though, Harvey. You know that? It's so hard. The real world is a hard place, and it's hard. To when you get to 60, 55, 60, 65 to have a paid-off house. That's where you're going. That's what you want.
Yeah, you really do.
But it's very, very hard to do that.
How about when you're 70 to have it, paid off?
When things will come up, it's very difficult.
Okay, we're going to talk about budgeting. We're going to talk about home ownership, refinancing, and a lot more. Come on back and join us. 248-539-9797.
Pawn shop prices, first-class service. Come to Norman's Jewelry and Loan, Michigan's most trusted upscale pawnbroker and jewelry store. Get extra cash or a great present for the holidays. The best deals guaranteed are at Norman's Jewelry and Loan, Telegraph, south of 10 Mile.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
There are a lot of things we put off. Cleaning out the garage, mowing the lawn, doing the dishes, getting tested for colorectal cancer. But of all these things, how many have the potential to save your life? Answer, just one. More than 1,700 people in Michigan die of colorectal cancer each year. But there are tests to find colorectal cancer early. When found early, treatment for colorectal cancer is more effective, so you can live a longer life and be there for the ones you love. If you put off screening because of cost, we've got you covered. Free tests and other services are available for many residents through the Michigan Colorectal Cancer Early Detection Program. So put off mowing the lawn, clean the garage next week, but make an appointment to get tested today. Learn more at michigan.gov/cancer or call 1-844-446-8727. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Feeling like you've missed out on all the home selling and buying action that took place this summer? Well, it's not too late. In fact, it's actually one of the best times to get started. Hi, I'm Realtor Jeff Glover. Right now, we have more homes coming on the market than we've seen in years. And with the market changing, the longer you wait to list your home for sale, the less your home will be worth. But don't just take it from me.
Hi, this is Mike Craig from Brighton, Michigan, and I called Jeff Glover when it was time to sell my house. I heard Jeff's ads on the radio. He got my home in Brighton sold in less than 2 weeks. Jeff got me a great price for my house with no contingencies. That's money in the bank.
Homeowners who sell their homes with Jeff get an average of 98% of their asking price and sell their homes in an average of 23 days. When you hire Jeff and his team, Jeff will personally be involved, whether it's coming out to evaluate your home or marketing your home behind the scenes. Visit Jeff and his team at their newest location in Birmingham or call Jeff at 855-JEFF-SELLS or online at 855jeffsells.com. Realtor Jeff Glover. A household name. Jeff Glover is affiliated with Keller Williams Realty.
It's time to play Lunchtime Jeopardy. Gwen, the board is yours.
I'll take great sandwiches for 100.
This delicious sandwich features home-roasted turkey, cranberry sauce, homemade stuffing, and mayo, and was voted greatest sandwich in America. Gwen.
What is the Bobby from Capriotti's?
Correct.
Great sandwiches for 200, please.
This tasty sub features homemade roast beef, coleslaw, provolone cheese, Russian dressing, and mayo. Gwen again.
What is the Slobby Joe at Capriotti's? Great sandwiches for 300.
This award-winning sandwich features premium grilled-to-order steak, fried onions, New Mexican sweet peppers, and melted white American cheese.
What is Capriotti's cheesesteak?
Correct again. Great job. Don't be in jeopardy or play games when it's time to enjoy signature subs, fresh salads, and soups. Capriotti's features extraordinary food for those unwilling to settle. Holiday catering available. Order online at capriottis.com. Capriotti's on Woodward north of 12 Mile in Royal Oak and Big Beaver Road in Troy.
Hey, it's me, your house talking. Do me a favor. Go to Lowe's and get new flooring. They have a great range of stylish wood-look tile that'll make me look beautiful for the holidays. If you do that for me, I'll start taking out the trash for you. Nah, I'm lying. How would I do that? I can't do that.
Make your home happy and go to Lowe's for great deals, like 10% off wood-look floor tile. Offer valid 11/9 through 11/16. Selection varies by location. Discount taken at time of purchase. While supplies last, see store for details. U.S. only.
And now, insurance-minded speeches from Geico.
Let's talk about power. To illustrate this, allow me to tell you a story about how I moved a tow truck 25 miles using only my index finger. I was stranded with a flat tire. I opened the Geico app. Then, with a few taps of my finger, I beckoned emergency roadside assistance and a tow truck to my car. I invite you all to unleash the full potential of your fingertips with the Geico app. Thank you.
Text the ticket anytime, 24/7 at 97136. The Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge Ticket Text. Don't overpay. Get into Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge today.
Now that Donald Trump is the president-elect, he's going to do one big interview. Where? Where else? 60 Minutes. Sunday, only on CBS.
The baseball team that Detroiters love most. The Detroit Tigers live here.
All right, if you're just joining us, it's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Hey, check us out online. Go to our Facebook, go to our site, punch in Capital Mortgage. You can learn so much right there just by going to the site. You can check us out. You can go to Alex Nafusi. You can go to me, Harvey Freed. We'll call you right back. We'll get you all set up. Again, we don't take these ticket texts, so if you do want to get in touch with us, be sure to call here at 248-539-9797. Wanted to drop a pretty cool open house. Sam in our office, Sam Mansour, nice job getting together with Paul Paskey. They got a great listing, brand new construction in Beverly Hills tomorrow. The address is 16236 Burwood in Beverly Hills, Michigan. Call Capital Mortgage now if you want to get the address. It's unbelievable. Again, there's not a lot of great homes out there. As we talk about inventory when what's going on in the marketplace in Southeast Michigan, Derek, is it a great time to buy now? Could you get a little bit of a deal if the house is still in the marketplace?
Yeah, absolutely. The most recent statistics, inventory is actually down 35% from where it was this time last year, but median sales price is up a little bit over 9%, and sales were up about 3.5%. So what that says is things are slowing down. But the biggest indicator of real estate activity is foot traffic. Foot traffic was low in August and in September, which is reflective of what happened in October. Within the last couple of weeks, I can see an uptick for sure. So I actually think we're going to have a really good end of the year and first quarter next year. I think it's going to be really solid, regardless of what rates do, quite frankly.
Mild weather makes it a little bit easier to get out there. A gorgeous day today. Again, call and get your approval letter first. Find out what it takes to be approved. We talked about education earlier in the show, but that's the same thing I've been looking at and reading is families don't understand that you can have all these opportunities to get into a house. You've got 0% down for all our veterans, and a quick salute to all the veterans. Yesterday was Veterans Day, of course, for our hardworking military people that give so much back to the country. Take advantage of that VA eligibility, 0 down on a purchase. You can buy anywhere. And of course, 3% down on conventional mortgages, FHA at 3.5% down. If you want to put more money down, you can. But as you mentioned, Derek, the knowledge out there, you need to know how much money it takes, how sellers' concessions work. And truly, if you don't know that, if you're not working with a professional, you're gonna really jam yourself up.
Absolutely. Education is the first step. It's kind of like, when you have surgery, you do some things beforehand. You meet with the surgeon. What's going to happen? What are we going to be doing? You don't just show up and say, I'm ready for surgery.
Well, you meet your team.
Yeah.
You have to get your team together, and that's what this whole process is. Home buying. I got an email from a realtor, and he said, well, you originators, you mortgage people use the word team a lot. The only team I'm on is my team. I said,
that sounds like aggressive.
I felt bad for the guy because if he doesn't understand it takes more people to pull together transactions so he can get his commission, I think he's out there. So I will tell you this, that it is a team effort. You have to have a good team. Buyers have to have somebody in their corner, whether they have an attorney taking a look at paperwork, whether they have an accountant making sure that their financials are in order, they have the proper realtor that knows the area, the mortgage company that is already, the lender that already has them pre-approved so you're not wasting the gas in your car, Derek, to take them out. It is a team effort. Everything is a team effort.
Right. Well, just like that gentleman, hats off to the gentleman that called in from Brighton. He's doing his homework. He's educating himself, so he makes a good decision for him. And he's looking at a 5-year horizon. I'm going to do this in 5 years, so should I be doing this right now? I wish everybody thought that way.
Well, it's called seeking wise counsel. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't make 4, 5, 6, 7 phone calls before I start my day to make sure what's going on.
Right.
I mean, you just don't walk out in life and not have any idea what's going on that day.
Yep, exactly.
You do your homework and make sure you're prepared.
H, we had a situation a couple weeks ago, and I don't know what and Derek jump in too, man. Like, I don't know what the big deal about like title work is and title insurance. And I hate to, but here's what I want to tell you the story. So I got title work from 3 different companies, 3 different title companies.
On a purchase
transaction.
Yeah. Right.
By the way, it's called a mortgage policy. It's not called the realtor gets to choose the title policy. It's
Right.
called a mortgage policy. It's protecting my clients, our clients, Cumberland 20's clients, from some erroneous lien on the title property from whatever construction company, whatever. We take care of them. So I would do it's clear to close. 24 days start to finish, clear to close on a purchase transaction.
Fantastic
Unheard of.
work.
In this market, 24 days.
Which, I mean, listen, that's not my average, but that just happens to be the best one, so it worked out okay. So, go ahead.
I was just going to say,
Derek's
hats off to you guys because I come in with my stats, right?
Yep.
The average number of days to close a loan in the last 12 months per Ellie Mae has ranged from 44 on the low end to 50 on the high end. So that's a big deal.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
we
45
tell
days.
people that. We use Ellie Mae's system as well, so we're pretty familiar with that. And our efficiencies, as Alex is going to talk, they're unbelievable.
So it's clear to close in 24 days. Disclosure goes out, everything's fine. Realtor's blowing up my phone that I'm using the incorrect title company. I'm like, listen, dude, you sent 3 different companies. I don't even know what you guys even don't know what you're doing. Like, here, I'm doing this way. So, I mean, I'm not going to get in an email war back and forth with this dude. So I'm like, Harry, listen, man, I'm going to say something that's not going to end well.
Right.
They call Harry. The guy promises, my title company is waiving the closing fee. I don't charge a real estate transaction fee. And Harry's
That isn't true.
He's like, Alex, just let the guy have his way.
Yeah, we
Move on.
rectified it.
But I got the closing disclosure. They didn't waive their closing fee.
Yeah.
So I get the co-founder of my firm on the phone. The guy flat out lies. I mean, for
I
what?
know.
How much kickback are you getting?
Well, clearly they just have a broken process from the beginning, which, that's no good.
No, it is a broken process, and that's why when we go ahead and we hire a title company, and we deal with 3 or 4 different title companies from Metropolitan Detroit who've been in business for a very, very long time. Remember, we're wire transferring
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, millions of dollars.
On a daily
millions
basis.
of dollars a week, and we want to make sure who we're wiring the money to are the proper people. Because let's face it, in years that have gone by, title companies have taken advantage of situations. They've absconded with money. It's a fact.
Well,
I'm
that's
not
where
just
the
saying
biggest
that. Just
scam's
look
going on
it
right
up.
now is wire fraud with title companies.
Right, just look it up.
All right, like you guys are mentioning, you got to have a professional team. There's so many steps. I wrote down a few of them. Look at that. Pre-approval, then your approval letter, then the offer, then the inspection, the closing, and then everything in between there. All the negotiating that's involved. Shopping for your homeowner's insurance, renegotiating your transaction after the inspection is done. Is there an opportunity for you to go back to sellers and say, hey, a few of these things aren't up to snuff. We need to upgrade the electrical panel, whatever it might be. Boy, you better have professional people on there. Again, there's a lot of great title companies in Southeast Michigan. There's a lot of great companies across the country in a lot of industries. But make sure that good communication up front, and that's usually where it starts, Alex, just like in your situation. Better communication up front would definitely sort of solve that problem before it came on.
The key to good communication is making sure everything is set up front. It's not... Good communication doesn't necessarily mean having somebody call you every day for 30 days. That's not good communication.
That's not it.
Okay? That's overkill. Good communication is you set what's going on up front and you let people do their job. You don't need to call them every single day and micromanage the situation.
Well, if you have one deal going on, you do. You have nothing else to do.
Right.
You got to make your call from Starbucks.
That's a good point.
Sit there with your laptop. I'm working, guys. I'm working today.
We have open phone lines all morning long here. 248-539-9797. Again, want to urge you to call Capital Mortgage Funding. We have a staff all weekend long to handle your needs. Again, just call them. Tell them your interest rate. Give them some information about you. We can get you, if you're a buyer, the approval letter you need, set up the appointment, and really take care of you and make that home purchase really smooth and easy. Again, we have a lot of listeners out there. This goes out to all your family members. Do them a a favor and direct them to Capital Mortgage Funding. You're going to save a ton of money. Also, we talk about the persistent housing shortage here in Southeast Michigan. Derek, so let's dive into that a little bit. The country definitely has different things going on. The average sales price I just checked out in San Jose, California was $1 million. We don't have home appreciation like that here in Southeast Michigan, but we have seen pockets that have gone through the roof. And again, what homes are left on the marketplace? Are those opportunities for some first-time home buyers?
Absolutely. What I find right now is a lot of buyers want a move-in ready house. So especially the folks that have the acumen and wherewithal and resources to get something that needs some work, those opportunities are out there in spades. Couple of quick stats for you here. I want to mention a couple of properties that I'm putting on the market. I want to tie it into the inventory. So listed a house yesterday. We have an open house tomorrow. It's a gorgeous house by Meadowbrook Country Club in Novi.
Really cool.
We give all of our properties their own website. It's 41105 Coventry. So stat about this house, because it ties into what you asked me. This house is at 550. It's in Novi Schools. How many houses do you think are on the market in Novi between 500 and 550 with Novi Schools?
50?
8. There are 8 homes on the market in Novi between 5 and 550 with Novi Schools. How many do you think sold in the last 6 months?
Give me a number.
16. So, we have a good market. Whether you're a buyer or seller, it's a good market. I have another one coming up in 2 hours after this show. It's 315 in South Lyon. Same deal. South Lyon Schools in the city between 3 and 350. There are 14 homes on the market and 15 have sold in the last 6 months. So that's just indicative that it is a healthy market. I don't care if interest rates go up another 0.5 point. It's a healthy market. You should be considering selling, buying, whatever's going to fit into your life plan right now.
I'm glad you said South Lyon, and what a great area. It's really your backyard. That's really, you do a lot of business in there, and that is really a hot spot here in Southeast Michigan. When we come back, tons of information about your next home and how to save money. 248-539-9797.
Picture this. It's Monday afternoon and you're at Domino's buying a large 3-topping pizza. You give the Domino's employee $7.99 plus tax, of course. Now, picture this. It's Friday and you're at Domino's buying a large 3-topping pizza. You give the Domino's employee more than you paid Monday. You feel bamboozled. But then you hear this.
Domino's is now extending its $7.99 large 3-topping carryout deal to all day, every day.
And so you danced and ate Domino's. Carryout only. Must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary.
It will take all of us working together to bring down crime in Detroit. This is Mike Duggan, and it's time for new strategies in public safety.
This is Detroit Police Chief James Craig. We cannot do it alone. So we've partnered with businesses on Project Green Light.
Each Green Light business is lit to the highest standards so that high-definition cameras can stream crystal clear video straight to police headquarters.
With a 20-member team monitoring real-time around the clock, patrol cars go out promptly. So at our Green Light businesses, crime is dropped by 50%.
And now, DTE Energy is making it easier for Detroit businesses to afford the kind of lighting they need to protect their customers.
I'm Trevor Lauer, president of the electric company at DTE Energy. We're giving businesses who install energy-efficient lighting and other equipment a bonus to sign up. Businesses may get a rebate check from DTE of up to $7,000, while also saving on their monthly energy bills.
So whether it's gas, groceries, or food, before you give a business your green, look for the green light. Go to greenlightdetroit.org.
Planet Fitness is a judgment-free zone where you're always welcome to just be you. That's why we've started a pro-kindness, anti-bullying movement that will help create a judgment-free generation. Now through November 16th, join for $10 down and $10 a month with no commitment, and we'll donate $10 to Boys and Girls Clubs of America and Stomp Out Bullying. Stop by Planet Fitness and take a look at our comfortable, friendly environment where you can work out the way you want, completely judgment-free. Join Planet Fitness now through November 16th for just $10 down and $10 a month, and your $10 enrollment will help spread kindness through our partners, Boys and Girls Clubs of America and Stomp Out Bullying. Join today in club or at planetfitness.com.
Help our 33 Detroit area locations stomp out bullying. Join for 10, we'll donate 10. Then pay only $10 a month. But hurry, this offer ends Wednesday, November 16th at midnight.
State and local taxes may apply. Participating locations only. Independently owned and operated. See Club for details.
Attention, men. If you have tried or wanted to try Viagra or Cialis, or if you've ordered an over-the-counter product in the last few years, Noxitril is an option that is completely private, has received tremendous reviews, and can be at your door in just days. Pharmaceutical companies dislike us because we present a real option to their higher prices and insurance limitations. After years of research, Noxitril has been developed and formulated in U.S. FDA labs, packed with the highest quality potent ingredients. Noxitril is a true breakthrough in male potency. This remarkable all-natural pill is being called Viagra on steroids. So what are you waiting for? Call now and ask how to get your free supply.
Call now and get your free supply. Call 800-726-9271. That's 800-726-9271. Call now and get your free supply. 800-726-9271. 1-800-726-9271.
This is Mark Z at Keller Williams. I don't just guarantee to sell your home in the spring and summer. I guarantee to sell your home in the fall and winter as well. We agree to a price and a deadline, and if that deadline passes and your home isn't sold, I'll step in and buy it myself. And at any time, if you're not happy, you can fire me, but you won't. Call me today or go to soldbymarkz.com and start packing.
Get the Z guarantee. Call Mark Z. 888-971-9790.
Henry Ford Medical Group, the official team physicians of the Detroit Lions. Call 1-800-HENRY-FORD or visit henryford.com/sports.
Some things are easy to put down. One thing that's nearly impossible, Taco Bell's rolled chicken tacos. They've got marinated all-white chicken meat rolled up in a crispy shell with your choice of 5 delicious dips. Taco Bell's rolled chicken tacos are back, but not for long.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Central Michigan Football, heard all season long on AM 1270. College football tonight, number 2, Michigan visiting Iowa. Wolverines looking to stay perfect. They're 22-point favorites. Michigan State will take on Rutgers today. The Pistons, losers for the third time in a row, and the 0-5 record they have on the road certainly isn't good. Losing at San Antonio 96-86. Michigan basketball win over Howard 76-58. Michigan State loses a heartbreaking thriller at the finish to Arizona 65-63. Eastern Michigan losing to Pittsburgh 93-90. Both U of D Mercy and Oakland U were winners. And it's the Red Wings and Canadiens tonight in Montreal. Wings have won their last 2. The Canadiens, though, have the best record in the league at 12-1-1. Hear it at 7 p.m. right here on 97.1 The Ticket. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 971theticket.com.
Your homes for the NFL on Westwood One, CBS Sports Radio 1270 and 97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show, 9:32 if you're just joining us. We can give some salutes out. How about Cass Tech last night pulling one out of nowhere? That's okay. Good for them. How about Carmen Harlan retiring after 38 years? Sort of a local Detroit hero.
She's awesome.
She's awesome.
Very, very classy lady. Had an opportunity to play golf with her one time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we played in a charity golf outing.
Couple salutes to our local heroes here in Southeast Michigan.
Very nice person.
All right. Hey, we're taking your phone calls here on the Hardcore Mortgage Show, 248-539-9797. A lot of high school football going on. Again, tons of sports
Wall
today.
Lake Western Warriors today at noon at Wall Lake Western, baby.
Oh, fantastic. That's a great game to get out. And then we also got, stepping it up a little bit, Red Wings go for their 3rd win in a row. We got Pistons, I believe, later today, Michigan State. And State looks to make you happy, Alex, somehow get a W in the Big Ten.
Well, they're a 14-point favorite at home, so I hope they can win.
State shouldn't be a favorite this year, brother. And you know how much I love it.
I'm still a Spartan. I don't care if they win 0-1,000. I'm still an alumni. I'm still going to support them. Whatever.
I love you. That's why I love you so much. It's so good.
I love you too, buddy.
Is that you yelling, though? We could hear you in Berkeley last night yelling all over. You watching
during the basketball game?
Yeah,
we had another couple over for dinner, and the girls are like, guys, you need to stop yelling. Like, someone's going to call the police. Like, stop screaming.
Not only stop screaming, but you got to stop the ball. You can't let a guy go up full court in 7 seconds or whatever it was, less than that. Stop the ball. Get in front of the guy.
We spoke earlier about, of course, rates had burped up a little bit after the election this week. Again, we don't know where the market's going to go, but as Mr. Glanz always says, likely headed up. So get that refinance done, and definitely you want to check out your home ownership and find out all the opportunities there. There is some talk out there about them raising conforming loan limits, which is cool. If you don't know, the the conforming loan limit is $417,000 now, and there has been some talk about potentially raising that. That might open up some opportunities for some refinancing. Again, always call Capital Mortgage if you have a mortgage for the latest in information and find out how you can save money.
What are they talking about taking that loan amount to?
I don't know what the number they're talking about. Raise it for sure.
Well, you know that first of all, it hasn't been raised in years, and that reason was because property values were not sustainably increasing.
Correct.
So now, if they can see a sustained increase, they might adjust it. But I think they're going to be very cautious about it. Of course, we would like to see them go up, but Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac make their own independent decisions as whether they're going to raise the loan amount.
You know, our conforming or non-conforming, even the higher loan amounts, the interest rates are very close to being the same here. You mentioned they haven't changed that in a while. It's 2006 since the last change. Hey, we've got open lines for you. 248-539-9797.
Wait, hold on, time out. It's been 10 years since they increased that?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
There you go. Some
I'm
bad
old.
years in there. Think about it. 2007 is when it all crashed. Yeah.
And everything was going down. Property values were going down. There's no need to increase it. The good thing is they didn't decrease it, which there was talk of.
Well, they
at that
dropped
time.
FHAs.
Well, they did drop FHA,
Yeah.
right? But the agencies, Fannie and Freddie, did not touch it, which is good for us.
That was nice of them.
Good for
I
homeowners,
appreciate it.
actually.
Thanks, Fannie.
You know, as a
have you said thank you? Did you write them a handwritten thank you note?
I did not write them a handwritten thing, but it actually I don't write mine. Meredith does because I'm left-handed, and you guys want to do it. My handwriting it's about equal to yours, Harry.
And what's my excuse? I'm right-handed. My penmanship is terrible.
We spoke about interest rates at the beginning of the show. Yeah, they have burped up a little bit, but as I spoke, we took a look. Yeah, they're the same rates where we started January 2016. January, February, March, April, and half of May of 2016 had basically the same interest rates, maybe even a little bit higher than they are on Friday, yesterday, and going into next week. So, folks, even though the rates have moved up a little bit, the opportunities are still there for you to take advantage of home ownership. We had the tax folks in. Was about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
CPA professionals. And, of course, Monica wanted to share with us a lot of great information. And, you know, the key is to get the professional people behind you and find out if you've never had home ownership before, writing off that interest deduction, writing off your property taxes, it is just so much more affordable. We spoke all year long in the last 2 years about how rents have increased across Southeast Michigan. Well, yeah, it's time to put a roof over your head. Call Capital Mortgage Funding and get that approval letter.
Yeah, call Monica Slonowitz at Schindel Rock CPAs in Novi. She does an excellent job.
She was good. Was that 2 weeks ago?
She's really
last week or
strong.
2 weeks ago? Yeah, they were good.
Yep.
And I'm very critical of our guests. And I think they were good.
Gentlemen, another thing as we talk about what's going on in the world of real estate, credit, consumer credit is just starting to get out of hand again. If you're out there, you've had some past bankruptcies, you're starting to charge up those credit cards again. I'm seeing them. I'm getting a lot of new clients are calling, and we're running these credit reports. And boy, people are back spending a lot of money. Hey, maybe right now, take advantage. If you have some equity in your house, consolidate your debt and find out what you can do. I actually spoke to a client this week. We ran all the numbers. Although his interest rate was going to be higher than he currently has, the savings were $300 to $400 a month by just taking advantage of a consolidation loan.
Well, if you're at 18% on revolving credit card debt, all right, and you've got 4 cards outstanding, and you could save between $400 and $500 a month on interest that you can't deduct. What's the rate doesn't matter, right, Alex? It's about saving money. It's not about the rate.
It's about your monthly expenses.
That's right.
I mean,
so if you could drop $400 to $500 off a month, and you have to take a little bit of hit in your rate. So if your rate is at 3.5, and you've got to go to 3 7/8. All right,
it doesn't matter.
But you're paying off 18% revolving debt. Come on, we'll do the math for you.
Most of my clients follow that, but I mean, there's still some people out there that they're being sticklers about rate. Here, if you were that smart, you wouldn't have that much credit card debt in the first place. So don't tell me about rate. Okay, you wouldn't have ran up $50,000 in credit card debt that you can't afford, and then talk to me about interest rate. Well, I'm at 3.5. No, I'm not going to go to 3 3/4.
That is the harsh reality.
You're smarter than me, dude. That's right. Okay,
that is the harsh
somebody
reality.
else.
Hey, let's move on to a call here. We got David out in Clarkston. Good morning, David. Welcome to our show.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. How are you, sir?
Morning.
Well, I'm confused.
Okay.
I just tried calling your office at Loan Depot.
No,
we're not Loan Depot, buddy.
No, you're gonna get ripped off if you call there. Call 1-800 low rate.
Low rate. I'm sorry. I wish I would.
That's okay. No worries. You're driving by a Home Depot and saw that, and I get.
Don't call and drive, my man.
Yeah. I'm getting divorced within a year. We're just staying here until my daughter gets into college. And we're at a 4.7. I'm only on Social Security disability. I'm really losing. I mean, I'm borrowing money from my in-laws to keep the house up.
That's why you're getting divorced.
Why?
No, that's why you're getting divorced. To borrow money from your in-laws.
Oh, yeah, no, it's been 14 years and coming.
Got it.
We don't even talk. But we stayed together for my daughter.
That's good.
I mean, she's got anxiety, so we wanted to make sure she got into college and going and everything like that. So I got her a job, and she's working, and she's going to school. She's better off than I am right now, let me tell you. But we were trying to save some money, and she's trying to well, why can't we refinance? Maybe go to a 3.1 arm or 3.1 arm, or
how about something better? Yeah, something better.
Yeah, because we're at a 4.75 right now. And we've been getting stuff on there for, is it HUD or something like that? Fannie Mae's been sending us stuff and all that.
Okay, they don't send you anything. Those are solicitations from people that bought a list, off the internet or something.
Yeah, the people want to refinance.
Here, let me get to the point. You're gonna have to refinance regardless because you're getting divorced, and I'm guessing both of you guys are on the mortgage. Correct?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so you got to refinance regardless, and one of you has to come off. So whoever's keeping the house is going to stay on the mortgage. You're at 4 3/4 right now. I mean, rates are definitely lower than that, but I mean, the issue you're going to have is someone's going to be on a single income now, so you got to qualify on your own. You mentioned you're on Social Security right now.
Well, we're going to sell the house.
If you're going to sell the house, don't refinance. You won't recover your costs.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm trying to explain to her. But she's thinking that we have to redo the kitchen. And all this stuff. And I said, look, when the next buyer comes in, they're going to just tear apart whatever we got anyways.
Well, that's where you need, David, a real estate expert to come in and take a look at that. And I'm glad you said you were going to sell it, because refinancing clearly is not a solution to one of these issues right now. So
that's what I wanted to know.
We've got your info. If you don't mind, I mean, I'll give you a shout later today, and I'm happy to give you my input. So
yeah, no problem. Yeah, because she wants to take $15,000 out and redo the kitchen and the bathroom. I'm like, why?
I thought you guys didn't talk anymore.
I'd strip it.
Yeah, maybe you're better off not talking.
Text.
You never know. Hey,
I try not to. But she looked at me. And,
well, I'm glad you guys are working it out for your daughter. Here's what we're going to do, Dave. We're going to follow up with a call, and we're going to get Derek out to your house to give you a professional opinion. It's a good call. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right. It's as simple
Thanks,
as that.
man.
You need more professional people in your life. Derek's a professional realtor. One of the top 50 guys, probably a real estate one. Why not have him come give some professional advice? We've got open lines. Come on back and join us. 248-539-9797.
The new 2017 Chevrolet Malibu offers dramatic design, exceptional efficiency, and advanced technology. A hat trick with wheels. I'm Dylan Larkin, Red Wing and Detroit native. Chevrolet is offering tickets to see the team take the ice at an upcoming home game. Brought to you by Chevrolet, official vehicle of the Red Wings.
I'm Dr. Stanley, D.C., talking to Detroit's own Rick Mahorn about Ideal U weight loss powered by Nutrimost. Rick, you lost 50 pounds in 40 days after calling 1-800-IDEAL-U. What's next?
I'm spreading the word. 1-800-IDEAL-U has completely changed my life. I look better. I feel better. I have the energy to get out and do things I couldn't do when I was 50 pounds heavy.
You look like you're ready to run a marathon, Rick.
Baby steps now, baby steps. I may have lost 50 pounds, but I have a long way to go. In Detroit, I want you to come with me. Call 1-800-IDEAL-U to lose weight and get healthy with me. If I can do it, trust me, you can do it too.
That sounds like a challenge. Come on, Detroit. What are you waiting for? 40 days can change your life, just like it did for Rick. Call 1-800-IDEAL-U right now to join Rick Mahorn on his weight loss journey. Call 1-800-IDEAL-U for your full body consultation. That's 1-800-IDEAL-U.
You are an awesome business guru, making clients happy, coaching your employees, and putting out fires, all while looking for ways to save time and increase profit. One of the best steps you can take is to talk to Dynamic Human Resources. Dynamic HR will help with the administration of payroll, workers' compensation, healthcare, and human resources. Save time and money and increase productivity with Dynamic HR. Get started at dynamichr.com. dynamichr.com.
Jane, you hire a lot of people for your business. Do you have a favorite website for posting jobs?
Indeed.
Oh, good. Because I've got mountains of resumes, but none of these people are qualified, you know?
Indeed.
Oh, and it's got to be super affordable, okay?
Indeed.
Jane, are you going to tell me the website or what?
I just told you 3 times. Indeed.com.
Oh.
It's the best place to find the most qualified candidates.
Ooh, Indeed.
Get started with the nation's #1 job site for free. Just go to tryindeed.com for a free job posting. With over 85 million U.S. visitors a month, Indeed.com is the largest job site in the country. Not only that, independent research shows Indeed delivers more hires than Craigslist, Monster, and LinkedIn combined. Your next hire is just a few clicks away, so don't wait. To post your job for free, go to tryindeed.com. That's tryindeed.com.
Terms, conditions, quality standards, and usage limits apply.
Thanks for calling Soma Biotics. Are you calling for a free trial of our belly flattening breakthrough?
Actually, I already got the free trial. It totally flattened my belly.
Wow, that's great news.
But now I have a problem I never thought I'd have. My belly just keeps getting flatter. I mean, I don't want to look like a runway model, but I don't want to stop taking Soma Biotics either. Because seriously, I've never looked this good.
Well, here's one thing you can do. Only take Soma Biotics every other day. That'll keep up your results without making your belly too flat. And if you ever need to ramp up your belly flattening results again, just go back to taking it every day.
To get your free trial of Soma Biotics, call 1-800-700-4183. You're going to love how you look. And if your belly flattening results are too dramatic, simply reduce use to every other day. But hurry and call now for details while they're still giving it away for free. Call 1-800-700-4183. That's 1-800-700-4183. 1-800-700-4183.
Join the entire Red Wings team at the Toast of Hockeytown, November 16th at Joe Louis Arena. Meet players, alumni, and hockey personnel. Enjoy local culinary delights. More than 50 different wines from Michigan, Italy, Spain, France, and California. Craft beer and cocktails from some of Michigan's premier establishments. And the chance to bid on one-of-a-kind silent and live auction items. You can even tour the Red Wings locker room. Proceeds benefit the Detroit Red Wings Foundation. Tickets are limited, so purchase yours today at DetroitRedWings.com/toast.
If you ever miss Valenti and Foster on 97.1 The Ticket, you can always hear their highlights at play.it, your new podcast network for best-in-class on-demand shows.
All right, welcome back to the show. 9:46 on a gorgeous Saturday. Man, it's already November 12th. Thanksgiving's just around the corner. It's a short month out there, so definitely give us a phone call. Save money by calling Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage bank, or get that approval letter also. Just call the pros. You'll get that right approval letter, and we'll show you the whole process, A to Z. Don't have the rookies do this anymore. It's just not going to work out for you. Again, more information, more knowledge is really going to set you up. Derek, you got a great book out there, and we talked a little bit about it last night.
You know, and David's call was a good segue to it. So I wrote a book about, how does a seller get top dollar for their house. And so as a courtesy to the listeners of this show, we set up a forum last night. It's $10 on Amazon. It's yours for free. Just go to hardcoremortgagebook.com, hardcoremortgagebook.com, fill out the form. It'll be out in the mail to you with our thanks. So... But it goes exactly to David's point. Hey, we're going to sell a house. What do we need to be doing? The house that I'm going to put up in the market in South Lyon today, brand new granite in this past week. We made some tweaks, and it's I want to be an investment for people, not an expense, right? So It comes down to spend $4,000. If that translates into $10,000 in sales price, fantastic. That's what it's all about.
So we always talk about that. Two major improvements are kitchens and bathrooms. They return the most amount of money, but there's no guarantee it's going to get returned 100%. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. And master bath, I would actually say the master suite, master bath,
is number one.
Is a super, super big deal. And,
right.
I got a message from a great client of mine this week about finishing a basement. And, people, you want to be very smart about money you put into a basement, because if you get 60% of it back, you did really well.
Which is such a joke, because the basement. What person, whether it's a guy or girl, who doesn't dig hanging out in their basement?
But we love that. See, that's our thing.
That's what drives me nuts.
We love finished basements. We do, but we understand that that's probably the worst place. See, that's a lifestyle thing.
Absolutely.
That's the worst place.
Who made that rule, though?
Exactly. Who made the rule? I don't know.
Why? Who made that rule that you don't get money back for finishing your basement? Why on an appraisal do you, if you put $50,000 in your basement,
what about a swimming pool? You might love a swimming pool. Other people, a swimming pool is a detriment, right, Derek? Well, but why? It's been like that forever. I don't know. Maybe Derek can answer the question.
That baffles me.
I like your energy on the basement thing, because when
basements are great.
No, not only they're great, now they require some egress windows and stuff, so it's a little bit more of a safety thing. But whether or not you have to run out of the egress window, isn't that like square footage? Aren't you down there with?
Nope.
The answer to the question is no, it's not. But yes,
You use it as a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle thing. And guess what? If you want to have 3 big screens down there, your pool table, your bathroom, your sauna, your man cave, whatever you want to do, guess what? It's cool, and that's great.
Have you seen my
don't
basement?
expect to get a return on it when you sell your house.
Absolutely. That's totally true.
You've seen my basement? My basement's unbelievable.
My wife wants me to hang out in the basement.
there's a lock on the door.
That's what it is. Weight room, come on, it's cool.
Harry, basement.
My basement is nicer than the house I grew up in. All right, it's cool. I like it.
But I agree. It is okay. It's a lifestyle thing, yes. But I don't agree with that. I mean, it should count as square footage. You hang out down there, right? There's a bathroom down there. You get TVs, pool tables. I mean,
well, of course, we'll throw that out there. In
there
Michigan,
are rules, though.
Yeah, there are rules.
There are rules.
All 4 sides of the foundation have to be above ground in order for it to be considered square footage. So even walkout basements in Southeast Michigan on an appraisal,
which again is a joke. It's stupid.
I agree.
They're not stupid. The rule you can't. They're not stupid. The rule that
duly noted.
I thank you. The rule that they don't count as square footage is absurd.
Right.
But remember your old house here?
But wait, watch this. Derek will tell you this. So Derek, when you're going out to sell a house and it has a finished basement or a finished walkout, okay, versus a house of the same elevation, same square footage, will you get more money for that house?
Yes, but nowhere near. Typically, nowhere near what a seller thinks, and secondly, nowhere near likely what was put into.
But you'll still get more money out of it because, like you said, people want to move into places that are already done.
Sure,
whether economically that makes good sense or not, that's one thing. But people are aesthetically tuned to like what they see, and they're just emotional about what they see.
Well, in Michigan, we're basement people. Of the about 80 homes a year I sell, 2 of them might not have basements. I mean, basements in Michigan are a big deal. We like our basements.
Right.
And we really like our finished basements.
Okay, here's the thing, though, then. So what about a house on a slab? There's a huge adjustment for price-wise if the house is on a slab and not on a basement. Right?
Is it huge?
But if the basement's finished, there's not a huge adjustment, increase in value?
That's right.
This is stupid. I don't even like
this.
You know what?
It's time to bring the appraiser back in.
I'm going to go to medical school. This is stupid. I'm done with this job.
No, you're not.
Oh, that's not easy to get into.
Organic chemistry.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're not going to do that.
Organic chemistry.
Hey, we have some open lines if you want to sneak in.
Wait. I took earth science. I've never taken a chemistry class in my entire life.
Organic chem. You don't want to go there.
No.
We do have open lines if you want to get in a call. 248-539-9797. We're always taking your calls here. Want to hear from you if you're buying a house, if you're selling a house, and more importantly, if you want to save money and refinance. New construction's a great place to start for home ownership. Again, there's a lack of inventory out there. Some great building opportunities across Southeast Michigan. But here's the deal. You better call Capital Mortgage Funding. Have someone represent you. Don't deal with necessarily who the builder wants you to. If they're pointing you to a finance company, I don't like that. We like the idea that you decide, again, this is the right you have. You have the right to decide and choose whatever mortgage bank you like to deal with. Pick a great one. Pick one that's going to stand behind you and make sure they give you all the knowledge you need to make all the right steps on the transaction. Again, all the builders in Southeast Michigan love Capital Mortgage Funding because we close on time. And we have no problem waiting for that C of O. So definitely deal with us or make sure you call Capital Mortgage to get that new construction approval letter. That process takes typically anywhere from 6 months to 12 months. We spoke a little bit about new construction last night. Some great things happening out there. And again, some of the builders have had some delays because they're having trouble finding workers. So some of the projects have been set back another month or two. Again, if you don't have if you don't have great people up front, they put in the wrong cabinets, they put in the wrong floors, the wrong tap. We've seen all wrong stuff going because of pure lack of communication on the transaction.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. Tom Check's on the phone.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
All right, we're going to bring him in. Mike,
what's up,
good
buddy?
morning.
Hey, how you guys doing?
I'm good.
What's happening, Mr.
Great show so far.
What's up, Mr. Basement Guy? Come on now.
I know. I had to. The basement. The reason they don't count the square footage is either you have a basement or you have the square footage. The best example I can give you is, say, a tri-level. I had a person asking me why it doesn't count as the square footage, and I said, you don't get to choose, but here's the theory. Do you want to say you have a basement or do you want to say you have the square footage? You can't have both the square footage and the basement because then you're double dipping.
But a tri-level is a bad example, isn't it, Mike?
Well, here's why it's not, because a lot of real estate agents will list it as having a basement and having the square footage.
Well, then you can't double dip. Then you can't double dip. You have a lower level. Then it's not a basement.
Exactly. That's exactly right. A tri-level does not have a basement. A tri-level has all 3 levels counted as square footage.
That's correct.
And not a basement. It does not have both. So if you're looking at a typical house, a 2-story home that has a finished basement, you have a finished basement. If you say, well, I want the square footage, okay, well, then you get the square footage and you have no basement at all.
Mike
You don't want
Tomchek,
that.
you're a licensed state appraiser here. And again, thanks for joining us real quick. Mike, just give me a rough idea. 1,500 square foot basement, unfinished. The subdivision's all 2,500 square foot homes, so these basements are about 15 to 2,000. It's finished. It's got the egress window. It's not totally decked out. What kind of value is added? How do you put a number on it?
We have to extract it using parasales analysis. I'm not going to get into that, but let's just I'll give you a rough idea.
There you go.
Say the prices of the homes are $200,000. The finished portion of the basement, if it has a bathroom, is going to be right around $8,000 to $10,000 if it has a bathroom.
There you go.
Wow.
So if you're spending, 25, 30 grand on that basement, case in point, I mean, if you get half of that back, you're doing well. You're doing well.
Yeah. Those numbers
We
are
could do a
good.
call. We could do a whole run.
Well, Mike Tomchek, we've known Mike for years. He's been an appraiser for ever and ever and ever. If we could, which we can't do, everybody out there, if we could choose an appraiser to appraise everybody's house, this would be one of the guys.
This would be the dude.
But
Yes.
we can't pick.
Thanks.
As a lender, we can't pick, right, Mike?
That's exactly right. You cannot pick. Yeah, it prevents all the collusion and things that used to go on. So
That's right.
No good on that anymore.
Right, we can't pick, but Mike is very objective. He'll tell you, and it doesn't matter who's calling him. If I call him, if you call him, he's going to give you the straight up, honest answer.
Mike, for the listening audience out there, real quick, a couple pointers on them. They're selling their house. What is an appraiser going to come and see, and what should you fix up quickly?
You want to make sure that your house, the most important factor when you're comparing it to the other homes is going to be, as far as when I come in there, is going to be the condition. And I will tell you this right now, we do not consider the cleanliness of your house as part of your condition. However, not too dissimilar from when an agent shows your house, you're trying to impress them. If you're on the border of what we would call a C3 or C4 condition rating, and your house is in great, I walk in and it presents really nice and it looks very clean, you may end up influencing that higher rating. So make sure your house is in spotless condition and it presents very well.
And Mike, it does.
The best thing for value is square footage.
Yeah, and it does help if people make their beds and clean up the toys and do all that kind of stuff and put stuff away, because like you said, you're a human being. You walk in there and if it's a pit, you're not digging it.
That's exactly right. Now, I'm not going to dock value for that.
Right.
I want to make sure that I get that very clear. But if you are on the edge of some updates and some things are outdated, you can be a C3 or a C4.
Mike, thanks for the call, man. That's the end of our show today, and we're going to have you back for sure.
Mike, you're awesome, buddy. Thanks, dude.
I want to thank Derek Bauer.
See you, man.
Thank you, Mike. I want to thank Derek Bauer from coming in from Real Estate One. Awesome always, Derek. Again, check out that book on our website, the Hardcore Mortgage Show book.
HardcoreMortgageBook.com.
All right, if you're selling a house, again, we've got tons of stuff here on 97.1. Pat Caputo, he's outside. For Alex Nafusi, Harry Glantz, I'm Harvey Freed. We'll see you next Saturday.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Picture this. It's Monday afternoon and you're at Domino's buying a large 3-topping pizza. You give the Domino's employee $7.99 plus tax, of course. Now, picture this. It's Friday and you're at Domino's buying a large 3-topping pizza. You give the Domino's employee more than you paid Monday. You feel bamboo.